Okay, hello all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to... And I'm having a real hard time not calling this Bravely Default 2, but welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles, Futures Connected. So let us jump right into beating things up, and I'm gonna go after this Magnet X. I haven't forgotten that at the end of the first video that was back in like the adventure mode of this game, I did mention that the elementals that you summon and dispel appear to be in a stack-based data structure, so that the last elemental that you summon will be the first one that is dispelled. And I said I would get a closer look at that, but I honestly don't. I'm not that interested. I'm sure that when I get around to fighting things such as bosses, that will become a little bit more important to pay attention to, but until then, I'm going to just beat up that X. I did, like, as the end screen of the last video, I did just fight a monster, just as, like, B-roll footage. And I guess that would be a productive way to go about this, instead of just hanging around for 60 seconds and just looking at scenery or whatever. I could actually, like, show a fight scene or whatever, but I don't know. That's, I probably won't make a habit of that. I just... 2 of 4. Okay, so I need 2 more. Since I only needed the, or since the thing that I needed, rather, was, like, right in front of me, I would do that, but probably wouldn't make a habit of going out of my way to show side quest grinding for end screens. Anyway, let's put you to sleep. Hopefully this will go a little faster. Unfortunately, it does seem like things just, like, wake up the instant you hit them with something, and it seems like putting monsters to sleep is more useful when it's, done to, like, get a crowd of enemies to stop all ganging up on you at the same time, which can be a bit of a problem. Anyway, let's finish this. My rule for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond sort of ended up being that, like, the first trainer battle of the video, I would narrate, and the rest of them I would just speed through and save a little bit of time. Usually amounted to a good 7 or 8 minutes of video, sometimes longer than that was saved by doing that, but I might do that. I might do that here. I might show the first couple fights in a video, and then after that we'll just cut away, the way that I did for most of the original Xenoblade Chronicles Let's Play. Who knows? Or I could just resort to only showing the important ones and things that are going to be over in like 10 seconds. There's really no need. I recall Melia using Mind Blast, that art, fairly frequently. In when the AI was playing her. And can I not teleport back there? Oh, I teleport back here. I should be able to turn one of those in now. But I never really saw the appeal of that move. I never really liked Mind Blast. Sealing arts never seem to work, and enemies always seem to just have ways that they can beat you up even if they can't use their arts. Anyway, you did speak to me, yes. Can I have this? Can I have the rewards now? Tell me in greater detail. Indeed. Oh, is there going to be more to this quest? Alright, so there's going to be a number of tasks in the second phase of the side quest, I see. So we have to complete a couple other quests in order to... Alright, whatever. We're gonna have to complete a couple other quests in order to fill that one out, which is, I guess, fine. Did you respawn already? God, that was fast. I was only gone from you for a few minutes. Anyway, Poison Defense 2. This is gonna be a long walk, isn't it? I'll see you closer to the objective. Alright, 3 out of 3 Wind Nebula. I don't have to worry about those anymore. I'm guessing that I'll find the Water Nebula around, like, water. Alright, I'm gonna run around in first person just a little bit, just so that I can, like, admire the scenery and take this all in. The scale of the world in Xenoblade Chronicles is often, probably, for most people, most of the time, the most memorable thing about it. Do I have to fight more? I thought I was done with those. And it's not an open world game. And I wish people would stop calling it that. But it's, the best that I've heard Xenoblade Chronicles described as is a very wide line. But as far as the true scale of the world and the amount of stuff there is to explore, it's hard to beat. this game here. Anyway, let's zoom out a third person. And I guess I do have to fight more of you. Alright, so that is... I needed an item. Oh, wow. Rather than just a straight-up kill quest, I needed an item for that. And it seems that... What is this? That wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do, but this appears to be the place. What am I doing here? This is what I get for speeding through those quest dialogues, honestly. I don't know what I was doing there. That, like, some of the side quests in the base game, and also I see in this game, did seem rather arbitrary, like, take this thing and do this, and that's, like, FedEx quests are definitely not unique to Xenoblade. That is definitely a style of quest that makes its appearance in a lot of games. Bravely Default 2 had me doing a number of those, but I feel like in Xenoblade Chronicles they feel more arbitrary than they do in a lot of other games that I've played. So, I guess back to, Alright, there's actually a number of quest objectives, like, right in front of me that I should probably address before... Oh, is that going to be the water elementals? Because this is going to be, like, down by a lake. I see red glowing spots on the ground, which usually means... Alright, so there's a caterpillar. There's also some of these. Plump wild grass. I need 5 of them, I guess. 2. Any more? 3. I definitely appreciate that the quest interface as well, in addition to just the interface, like, in the menus in this game, have been made much more helpful. Because, again, a lot of the quests and things that you have to do for quest objectives are kind of arbitrary. I definitely appreciate that we have things such as exclamation marks that will help us, like, quickly actually see what we need to do. And perhaps you could make the argument that the way that the game was originally intended to be played was that you actually, like, took the time to look at what you were finding and explore on your own and stuff like that, but all it really did was it really took like an objective that was already a chore and just made it an even longer chore in the first game, and it was one of my more vocal complaints about that game, if I recall. But it's definitely the same objective, but it's been streamlined quite a lot in the definitive edition, and I would definitely, like, even if it wasn't a little bit on the difficult side to actually acquire the original Wii version, I would definitely say that the definitive edition is the edition that you should play of this game. Have not played the 3DS version. I don't know if those changes were also instantiated in there. I imagine the menus were a little bit different because, you know, the 3DS had dual screens that you could take advantage of. And I'm really just selecting random elements here because these battles really aren't that difficult. But I don't know if, like, the gameplay UI, like the quests, the exclamation marks on the overworld were made any easier in that original game. So, Prey and Caterpillar controller. I need another one of those, it would seem. I think I need, what was it, 2 more of those, like, water grass things. That is a Noble Brog. Another Noble Brog. Any more Caterpillars? Like, I'm just completely running around beating up everything in sight over here, and it's, there's not really an order to it. I see another glowing spot down there. Alright, that's gonna be that quest. And we've got a lot of gold for free. I don't have to turn that one in. We're just gonna complete that right here and now, so that's cool. Like, I remember very, very vividly in the original game, like, when I tried to do a side quest, it would be a lot of, like, running around after enemies that I knew were sort of in the same family as the enemy that I was looking for, but I had to get close enough to be able to get a, like, one of these symbols on it so that I could see if it was actually the right kind or not, because sometimes you'd see 3 or 4 of the same family of enemies running around in the same map, and it would take forever to track down the one you were actually looking for, and in this game it's a lot easier because they're just denoted on the map. I think the map is actually different than it was in the original game too. I think the map is a little bit of a higher, like, resolution. Like in the original game, I think if you had an objective, like a quest objective or a story objective or something, it would just be like an arrow in 3D space at the top of the screen, vaguely pointing in the direction that you needed to go. It might have had a distance meter on it too. I think it had a distance meter on it, but it was a little, definitely on the clunky side. Anyway, I need one more of these noble brogs, and there is one, I believe, over here. Alright, that's that. I feel kind of bad for beating up all these monsters because they're not even attacking me. They're not even attacking anyone. They're just sitting here minding their own business, and why am I beating them up? Because the story told me to. So if I were to... Can I go look at the side quest log? Quest log down. 3 water elementals. Can I activate that one? What about this one? Alright, so I need to return to town for that one. And I need to return to town for that one. Can I find some water elementals, like, around the pond here? This is where we started. This is where we crash landed. Alright, I'll go turn in the 2 that I can turn in. Just cause I'm already here. Just cause I've already finished those and I can fast travel. Alright, you. Do you have anything else for me, or is this the end? I did not mean to talk to Loban. I meant to talk to Lanar. Alright. Wild Brogs. The wild grass is coming back. Oh, are we doing like invasive species control? I guess that's fair. I feel slightly less bad for beating them up now. Anyway, that is going to be a lot of experience points. And a level. And you do not have a follow-up quest for that, okay. Was there another one? Where's Hamelin? Can I set as active with the R button? Then now it would at least show up on the... No, wait, stop. Hide that. It'll at least show up on the map now. Was it the guy out by the gate? Alright, I changed the time to night, because sometimes people will only come out at certain times of day, and I guess Hanlin is the guy out by the gate. Who only appears at night. He's the night guard, I guess. So I do have those items for you, and you're gonna say a big ol' thank you, and I'm gonna get a lot of money. Alright. And some items. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't check the shop vendors, see if I can buy any like skill books or anything like that. I should probably do that before anything like a boss makes its appearance. Can I buy skill books? I cannot buy skill books. Before I spend a lot of money on items. I've actually got a fair amount of it thanks to the side quests already, but let me take a moment and look through the equipment that I've already got, because I didn't really spend a lot of time doing that. Like, if I were to equip the official staff, that's automatically plus 25 auto attack, and I guess that's not the most important stat for Melia, but it's definitely a stat that I might want to keep in mind. Princess dress, for example. All right, let me do this. Alright, so I've made it more or less back to where we started. This is the Aqua Nebula, as I expected, and then ran away from because I didn't see them from far away because they didn't spawn in yet, probably. Alright, just take care of these guys. When I take down 3 Aqua Nebula, I will not be making the run back to town. At least not right now. I'll do that later. I think I've done enough of that for now. I think I will turn this in once I have an actual place to fast travel back to. From where we are now, because it was a long walk. And it took a while. So let's take this thing down. Do I see any more Aqua Nebulae? Is that one over there? No, that is a glowing thing that is not part of a nebula, I think. Is it a nebula? Maybe it's a nebula. It could be a nebula. Nope, that's part of your shell. Alright, I don't know why you have a glowing spot on your shell, but video game things. Up here, the gate is now open because that Napon who was... Hi. Alright. Alright, very aggressive, are we? So we can actually go over here where the open gate is and talk to this Napon. Oh wait, I have to hit the A button, don't I, huh? Before friends pass. Please hear a story. You're not voiced. Alright, they don't have voices for all of them, I guess. I sense an ordeal in our immediate future. Gratitude for stopping in tracks. What does matter? Matter is, a bit complicated, to be frank. If we can help, we would like to do so. Mene! We're pretty much only just arrived here, so if it's directions you need, we might not be the ones to ask. Issue not about where to go. Actually, it's about tracking down friends. They get lost? They're not lost, no. They're scattered to designated locations to perform ordered land survey. What point of that? Measuring relative and absolute elevation of terrain, plot distance, and other such. Oh no, completely forgot to do mandatory self-intro. Qualified, certified, satisfaction guaranteed. I would love to do that in the Nopon voice, but I don't think I can pull that off as well as the professional voice actors. Ponspection Tentu is named, surveying new lands is game. Pleasure to meet you, Tentu. I'm Shulk, and these are Melia, Nene, and Kino. Pleasure all belong to Tentu. My curiosity is a little piqued. May I ask what a Ponspector is? Melia. I feel like you can deduce that one on your own. Question is extremely well timed. Ponspection is the name of elite unit of Nopon surveyors, and Tentu is one. Nopon from Frontier Village, surely here, Ponspection name said in tone of reverence at least once or twice. Sister Pon, have any clue? Nene guess Data Pon might know? Things worse than Tentu thought. Long period of suspended activity was disastrous for brand recognition. Meh, no, tribulation is only opportunity in full body costume. Go on, Tentu. Have to put best foot forward. Tentu and other Ponspectors actually come to Bioma's shoulder to conduct full and complete survey. But Chief Woon, who is brigade leader, forgot to inform rendezvous point. So though Tentu finished on assignment, looks like up creek without paddle. Expect all Ponspectors in same boat. Tentu think should probably go look for teammates, but with monsters carpeting land, probably even veteran Ponspector like Tentu have a hard time. Apart from yourself, how many members does your team number? Nice, round 11. 11! I see. This is a vast land, so searching by yourself certainly seems dangerous. Do you know where your colleagues might have gone? Tend to have a couple of tinklings. 2 Ponspectors can probably find and maybe have clues for other whereabouts. Alrighty, then we go search for first 2. Now wait a single minute, Kino. Still plenty of important business we attending to. Tend to not get underfoot, promise. Friends look strong, so maybe can go with. That way if see Ponspector somewhere around travel path can help each other out. Is plan, or what? What do you think, Melia? Do you really need to ask Shulk? We help you look for Ponspector friends. Should really be Miss Melia to say that. Really, oh boy, tear ducts of Tentu welling with joy. Thank you, friends. Can you tell us, to the best of your knowledge, where you would expect your colleagues to be? One was in charge of area between crossroads on way to Companionscape, all the way to Netherus Necropolis. That one is a bit of a coward, so Tentu not sure he do survey job properly. Other one was assigned to area past Cragmaw Cavern, stretching from lake on lefty side up to Pillar Knoll. Might be having a case of screamy yabadabs. I love it. Unexpected circumstance, so Tentu would like to put mind at ease. And lest friends think Tentu is some kind of freeloader, let's reassure, when push comes to shove, Tentu shove. I feel better already, thank you, Tentu. But of course, Tentu must be grateful too. And we're gonna do the little salute with your wings on your heads. Because that's just how we do it here. Alright, Blue Team Tentu, Prospectors Unite. There are 12 Ponspectors in total, and they are split into red, yellow, and the blue. I see, and Tentu is one of the blue. Alright, so I'm guessing that red and yellow are going to be the other 2 that we can find relatively easily, and from there we can figure out where everyone else is. Ponspector enabled special attack, so this is actually a game mechanic. Befriend monsters from all 3 teams. Oh, befriend members from all 3 teams. Shulk and his friends will gain access to a new kind of special attacks to try them out whenever possible. Interesting. I hope I don't forget that as soon as I leave this menu screen. So we're going to be doing a bit of a scavenger hunt with an example picture up there in the screenshot. In the collectible section of the main menu, you can access the Ponspection report to learn more about the Ponspectors you have befriended up until that point. Okay. Good to know, I guess. So, if I were to... Alright. There are no registered side quests related to the Ponsspectors, although he did mention that one was going to be up, like, in the crossroads up here. Should I do that now? Do I want to... Like, I kinda do. I see there is a, which direction am I facing in? Oh, yes, that, I do still need one of these Aqua Nebula right here. Ponspector assistance. In battle against enemies, Ponspectors will jump in to help Shulk and his friends on their own initiative. Each one has a signature move, healing the party, debuffing enemies, and so on. Alright. Red is offense, blue is healing, yellow is debuffing. Alright. Easy to remember. If you perform well in battle, start affinity, burst affinity, etc., anything that has a quick time event, pressing B at the right time, the Ponspectors may enter a state of high tension. High tension will wear off after a time. Ponspectors in the state of high tension will join the battle with all their strength and no slacking off. Okay, so we're gonna have all the more reason to hit the quick time event. In an appropriately short amount of time. I want to have the Ponspectors jumping in to help me there. All right, so that was I think three of those Nebula dudes, and I'm going to. Should I run back to town? I said I wouldn't, but I kinda want to, because there might be an Inspector Pon on the way. Alright, we're running back to town. Oh, you know what? I see you up there. I see the symbol, like, right up here. Okay. Were you here when I ran past earlier? Or did you just spawn in after that story event? Probably the latter. It's possible that I just ran past you and didn't notice, and you just, like, would have said something generic to me before I knew what the goal was with you guys. But qualified, certified, only mildly terrified. That's quite a CV. Ponspector Tay-Tay is a name, and surveying new lands is game. But really, none of that matter right now. Tay-Tay is smack in the middle of cataclysmic struggle of life and death. A problem, to put it mildly, says Melia. Tay-Tay was secret surveying, careful to hide from watchful monster eyes, but then made a mistake of life. End of Ponspection, yet little victory, cheer, slip out. And then monsters spotted Tay-Tay. Monsters poised to lunge for a soft, succulent body of Tay-Tay. Thanks to quick escape legs, Tay-Tay able to hoof it all the way here, but grim realization dawned on Tay-Tay. Somehow, Tay-Tay lose more precious than life protective charm. Tay-Tay think possibly could have dropped that Nethris Necropolis just upslope here. Oh, please help Tay-Tay find dear friends. Tay-Tay begging you. Alright, that is going to be a quest. I'm going to get 30,000 experience points if I do that. And I'm sure that if I just run up the hill, I will find it. I don't know if it's going to be that blue thing or if there's going to be a red spot farther up. The Necropolis, I think, is a place where I have not explored yet. Did the blue thing just disappear? Oh. Alright. So we're gonna run up to the Necropolis. Is this like a ghost town city? Or is it gonna be a city of dead people? Because it could honestly go either way. Necro being dead and Opolis being, like, you know, city. So you are level 68, a little bit above my pay grade, but I'm sure soon enough I will be able to take you on. Maybe after I discover a landmark up here, which I imagine I will be doing, I will, Alright, that is not a landmark, that is just a regular run-of-the-mill location. Are you gonna keep chasing me? I guess I won't be able to get that. There we go. That is a sky mole. What level were you? You're level 62. The one that just ran away is I didn't see what level you are. If I can get a 64, alright. I might need to fight you. If I want you to go away, there's gonna be a... There's gonna be a red glowing spot up here. I would not be surprised if this is the one I want. But first, the thing that's chasing me really has to stop. Okay, is it just gonna be you? Alright, I can deal with you. And you're just gonna run away. Okay, we can do that too. So that is, Pororo's favorite. Is that not the quest item? Maybe it isn't the quest item. I think, though, I'm gonna leave it off here. In the next time, in the next part, I will actually continue my way up here and see what I find. So for now, my name is Dragonite. This has been Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I see a vista here. I'm going to end things off, looking at this extremely scenic view. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.